2 weeks ago, Microsoft announced that they are going to replace the default fonts for Microsoft Office. Goodbye, Calibri. So I just wanted to do a short video, no proper hairstyling, no proper lighting, no blue shirt, and tell you my first reactions on these 5 fonts that Microsoft shows as an option that you can pick as the new default font that will replace Calibri, and share you my quick thoughts on it. Ready to get started? And welcome to a very improvised, don't be so perfect all the time, Pimp my type. Hello and welcome, typography enthusiasts. My name is Oliver Schöndorfer. I can't do it without the blue shirt. All my typographic magic lies in there. Can't do it without it. Yes, they're good. Okay, this is more me. This is more like me. At least the blue shirt. Now we know it's Pimp my type. I have to keep on the branding, I guess. Back to the topic. I think it's not so bad to replace Calibri. The thing about a default font in Word or other applications in the Office suite, you want it to be not that attention grabbing. It should be a bit more subtle, not that interesting to look at, because you want to use it for running text, you want to use it for your content basically. And I don't know where I have this number from, but somebody said 90% of people don't change the default font settings. Is it true? I don't know, but I could imagine that. And I don't do either, shockingly, because I just want to get stuff out of my head and into a document, but I won't use Word. I went through the pain to get Office 365. I signed up for a trial version to get the fonts, to install them on my Mac, because the only thing that Microsoft announced was beyond Calibri, as they say here, finding Microsoft's next default font. And then you see these very nice but cryptic images here of the 5 fonts that are here to choose. And now I'm going to check it out and show you my reaction on it, how it's used as a body text or a text here. Bierstadt. Bierstadt. Oh my god, this name is so horrible. It's named after an artist I read, but Bierstadt, Bierstadt. It's so stupid. Okay, first glimpse, it's more or less like like this early grotesque or mid-century grotesque fonts like Helvetica, and we've seen them all. San Francisco, Helvetica, Roboto, they are all placed on this style, this Swiss typography style. And I'm not a big fan of it since I've seen it so many times. Yes, it's a bit more distinct. You can see the lowercase l has a serif. It's easier to distinguish. It's a bit wider. But let's continue with the next one then. Okay, Grandview. Yeah, this is more or less like this DIN typefaces, you know, these very technical typefaces that are used in Germany on the signs, on the motorway. The question mark looks so weird. It's very wide. The letter, oh my god, the numbers are very, very distinct. Not sure if I like that. I'm not sure if I want them to stand out that much. No, I don't want that numbers. But let's move on, let's see the other ones. So this is some nice text set in Seaford, baby. Oh, this looks better, this looks more interesting. As you can see here, the italics are true italics, because the A, the 2-story A changes to a 1-story A, and they have much more vibe going on here. I like this. The numbers though are very pointy, bit aggressive. Are these aggressive numbers to you? 2-story G as well. This is like a kind of humanistic sans-serif, like Gill Sans or something like this, or like Sabon or something, if you know these typefaces. And it's very well crafted. And it's got the feeling of a serif, even though it's a sans-serif. That's the thing with this humanist sans-serifs. Okay, let's continue to Skeena. Skeena, baby. I like this also a lot, but the figures are okay, I guess. It's also a humanistic typeface. It's a little less temperament. It's less calligraphic. It's more straight. As you can, if you compare it here, you see that you have a bit more difference between the thicks and the thins here. Let's zoom in. Let's make a ridiculous zoom here to see it at Seaford. You see, especially at the bold weight, you see that it has more contrast, the thin parts of the A and the thick parts. And here you have also more contrast, it's a bit more elegant. And I like how it's tilted here at the terminals of the A centers and the terminals and the A centers. That's nice. And I think this is going to be my favorite, maybe. Okay, but let's continue with the last one. Tenorite, I can't remember this name. Maybe this is a good reason to make it the default then, because you don't have to remember Tenorite. Does this mean something in English? If you know, leave it in the comments below. You see here, this is like, take a look at the A. It's just a circle. This is a geometric sans-serif like Futura, for example, very popular, and you've seen them in the recent years used a lot. So I think this is also very ubiquitous as a category of typefaces or of sans-serif typefaces. It's still fresh, it's got a bit of vibe there, it's not that cold like Futura, but I think it's not the ideal selection for a body text font, since the shapes are very geometrical. But maybe they will go for it. I'm not sure. It's pretty spaced out, it seems to be, at least. So not sure about that one. So let's browse them all again. Bierstadt. Oh no, not Bierstadt. This is no. Grandview, oh my god, no, please don't use Grandview. Seaford, I like. Have you realized that these are all sans-serifs? They don't propose any serif typefaces. Not sure why they don't propose a serif typeface here. But okay, Seaford, yes, this is the most interesting one among these. But I think it's too interesting to be a default font. So I wouldn't pick that as a default. My personal favorite, I made up my mind at the beginning, as you already found out, is Skeena. Skeena it brings this vibe of, a bit calligraphic, but not too much. It's very soft, rounded. I like it a lot, actually. I hope Skeena will make it. And Tenorite, this is not a good option for a body text, since it's too geometric. So I wouldn't pick that one. This is my pretty lengthy first impression of the 5 typefaces Microsoft proposed. They are all well crafted, it seems. If you want to have a closer look at the glyphs and a bit more background on it and stuff, take a look at Typography.guru's great review on these 5 suggestions. I'll link it in the description and also here, because Ralph did a great job explaining it. Happy that you joined me in this improvised setting today. Tell me if it's worth it all setting up all the stuff and the lights, and it's a bit easier just to turn the camera on and one light and not to wash my hair and not to wear a blue shirt. No, the blue shirt will stay, of course, but I think this is more easier. Also, hit that red button that says in terribly spaced all caps letters, subscribe, sign up to the Pimp My Type newsletter, and see you next time. Use this default font. Oh no, I think the pegel is too high. Is the pegel now better? Yeah, okay. This is all very improvised, but let's go with it. Make it not so perfect every time.